In this lesson, you will learn how to multiply multi-digit numbers by using partial products. First, let's review. A product is the result when two numbers are multiplied. For example, 4 times 5 equals 20. 20 is the product or answer to our multiplication problem. It is also important to remember that multiplication is repeated addition. Instead of adding together 32 5 times, we could simply say 32 times 5. Multiplication is much faster. It is important to remember the power of tens as well. When we multiply a number by 10, we increase the product 10 times. 36 times 10 equals 360. 36 becomes 10 times bigger. If we multiply 36 times 100, the product is 100 times bigger and becomes 3,600. And 36 times 1,000 equals 36,000. 36,000 is 1,000 times larger than 36. A common mistake that many students make is multiplying each digit as if it represents a number of ones. It is important to remember the place value of each digit. If we think about 36 times 5, we're not just multiplying 3 times 5 and 6 times 5. We're multiplying 30 times 5 and 6 times 5. The 3 has a value of 30, not just 3. Now let's multiply 78 times 34 using partial products. First, we'll break apart each number into its individual values. So 78 becomes 70 plus 8. And the 34 becomes 30 plus 4. The numbers are now written in expanded form, and we can see the value of each digit. To begin, we're going to multiply the 70 times both of the values in 34. So we'll multiply 70 times 30 to get 2,100. I know that 7 times 3 is 21, but we're multiplying tens times tens, which makes the number 100 times bigger. We now have 2,100. Now we'll multiply 70 times the 4 in 34. 70 times 4 is 280. Again, I know that 7 times 4 is 28, but we need to make that number 10 times bigger to become 280. We'll move on to the 8 and multiply the 8 times each digit in 34. So we have 8 times 30, which is 240, and 8 times 4 becomes 32. These are our partial products, are part of the final answer. So we must add these parts together to get the final whole answer. So we'll add 2,100, 280, 240 plus 32 to get 2,652. 78 times 34 is 2,652. Now let's multiply 162 times 84 using partial products. I'll break apart each number into its individual values. So 162 will become 100 plus 60 plus 2, and 84 will become 80 plus 4. Each number is represented in expanded form, and you can see the value of each digit. First, we'll start by multiplying 100 times each of the digits in 84. 100 times 80 is 8,000. The 80 becomes 100 times bigger. And now we'll multiply the 100 times the 4. When the 4 becomes 100 times bigger, it becomes 400. We'll move on to the 60 and multiply 60 by each digit. 60, or the value of each digit, 60 times 80 becomes 4,800. I know that 6 times 8 is 48, But I need to make that number 100 times bigger because I'm multiplying tens by tens. So 60 times 80 is 4,800. Now we'll multiply the 60 times the 4. 60 times 4 is 240. 6 times 4 is 24, but 10 times bigger, the number becomes 240. We'll move on to the 2 in 162 and multiply it by 84. So we have 2 times 80, which is 160, and 2 times 4, which is 8. Again, these are the partial products which need to be added together. So we have 8,000 plus 400 plus 4,800 plus 240 plus 160 plus 8. Now we'll get the final product, or the final answer, which is 13,608. 162 times 84 is 13,608. In this lesson, you have learned how to multiply multi-digit numbers by using partial products.